Intro, Bernd.
Kommt automatisch. Brauche nichts tun.
Also. Diese Spannung.
Mhm.
Fix.
Viertel
nach dem Spiel. Nicht! Warum? Einfach so. Du bist tot. Game over.
Sie haben Viereck gedrückt. Ich habe eine Passage freigeschaltet.
Ja, das ist gut.
Two weddings brought on by beheadings, get all in
The great Jamie Lannister, Kingslayer, Oathbreaker, brought to his knees by the men of the North.
And set free by the women. You'd think he'd done it himself the way he tells it. Lord Forrester's sword won't clean itself, you know. Make sure it's spotless this time. Lord Forrester won't be happy with blood and brains all over it. Go on, it's only blood.
Ja,
Now that's a proper sword.
I'll have one like it myself someday.
You'll never have a sword like that. I say that as a friend. And if we're being honest, you are just a squire.
Oh, zu spät. Also, Zeit läuft auch. Aber du kannst immer schweigen.
I had a
Schweigen
hand
ist
in
immer eine
it, you
Option.
know.
Aha.
A hand in what? Capturing him.
Schweigen ist
He was nowhere near the Kingslayer at the Whispering Wood. He was so drunk he barely made it out of his tent. Next he'll tell us he caught Tyrion too.
Shh. Let him finish.
Oh, he'll talk all night if you let him.
You captured the Kingslayer?
Aye. Well, I had a hand in it.
Aye. A hand round his ankle as 10 others took him down.
See? What do I tell you?
I brought him to his knees.
Lord Forrester.
But not before he dragged you halfway across the battlefield on your face.
You're questioning Norrin's honor.
I'm questioning Norrin's story. Which grows more far-fetched every time he tells it.
Get your liege lord some wine. Go on. It's your job.
Right, thanks.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Garrett. I'll do it. Norrin's family has faithfully served House Forrester for centuries.
Du hast verloren.
His honor is beyond reproach, and House Tully is forever in his debt. They've never seen a field plowed so well as the day the Kingslayer dragged poor Norrin across the battlefield. Fetch your cup. Tonight we celebrate. To Robb Stark, the King in the North!
The King in the North!
Tomorrow, we march on Casterly Rock, and House Forrester has been given the greatest honor to lead the Young Wolf's army and ride as the vanguard!
The gods have favored us. Onward to Casterly Rock!
Aye! Death to the Lannisters!
Aye! Iron from ice!
Aye!
Ja, schon.
Garrett,
Aber das ist so lässig, weil dann hast du nicht ewig Zeit, weil sonst du nimmst
Yes, my
quasi
lord.
immer das
I need
Beste.
you to keep an eye out for Roderick. As his father, I could not be more proud of the man he's become. On a night like this, men find false courage at the bottom of their cups. I'd rather he were here.
Yes, my lord.
There's also the question of what's to be done with you. It's been on my mind for a while now. Something must be done.
With me, my lord.
You've served House Forrester well for several years now, but I can't expect you to squire forever. How shall I reward your loyalty? What can I offer you? You served me well.
Let me fight for you, my lord.
You've more than proven your ability on the battlefield. No man would question that. There were those who had their doubts when your uncle put forth your name as my squire. But you've erased those doubts entirely. It would be an honor to see you riding by Roderick's side in the vanguard tomorrow. Not as a squire, but as the equal of any man who serves House Forrester. It's well deserved, Garrett. Your hard work has paid off.
Thank you, my lord. I promise. I won't let you down.
That I don't doubt. But for now, keep this between us. We're celebrating tonight. I wouldn't want the other squires to feel discouraged.
Yes, my lord.
Now go, and find Roderick if you can.
I will, my lord. Thank you.
Ja, aber...
Bloody hell.
Empty. Squire! Fetch us more wine.
Can you give me a hand? Come on. Make it up to you.
Fine, but you owe me.
Oh, you? I've been a squire longer than you have. I outrank you.
Nice! Der hat keine Angst, sich die Finger schmutzig zu machen.
Ups. Ja, hat den Karten nicht einfach
Fetch more wine, scrub my armor, clean my boots. Just my luck to end up with Norin while you serve the Lord. Let him fetch his own wine for once. He's a drunk, a liar, and an arrogant prick.
You'd better watch your tongue, Bowen. It could be much worse.
What the fuck do you know about it? Nothing is worse than yours. See, that's where you're lucky. Low expectations. If I'd grown up covered in pig shit, shovel and slop, well, maybe I'd think saddling his horse was the greatest honor in the Seven Kingdoms. I suppose this beats pig farming. But not by much.
Who doesn't love bacon?
Pig farmers.
Als ich richtig an.
All I'm saying is, at this rate we'll never be more than this, which is nothing. The lowest of the low. For all I know, we could be squires for life. All in wine around a fucking wedding.
Give it time. You'll get there.
More easy for you to say. Maybe if my uncle were castellan at House Forrester, I'd feel different.
Who my uncle is has nothing to do with it. How much further?
It's right over there.
Oh, Kaufsfrei. Die rote Hochzeit. Oh mein Gott.
Ja, viel Spaß. Da kommt der Brass. Haben wir es aus.
Take your time.
You lot have drunk your share. Good thing, Lord Walder's in a generous mood.
Fucking phrase.
Nice night for a wedding. Not often he finds a willing husband for one of his daughters.
Don't expect me to carry it for you, Sir Garrett. What? What's wrong? What's gotten into you? You're acting rather odd. You've had too much wine.
We need to get back. Now.
They're fine, they can wait.
No, you don't understand. We need to go.
And take the fucking flagon already.
What's wrong with him? Something the matter?
Bowen, we have to go.
You go if you're in such a rush.
Oh, ich bin hin.
Oh. Tu es.
Warne.
Was du willst.
We have to warn the others.
Good luck.
Fuck.
Ja. Bettler. Nee, das kann ich. Das hast du übrigens. Genau, du musst das machen. Wir kommen dann zu dich. Ich glaube, es ist gut. Du musst das nicht lösen.
Ich will jetzt mit Böden.
A gift from the king!
Hallo, ist ein Remote Frozen? Was ist eine Wand?
Ja, bitte vorlassen.
Whoa!
Shoot that one!
Mit der Maus?
Mit dem Stick hinfahren. Wenn du dieses Ding siehst.
Ja, das ist der Kreis.
Ja, genau. Dann fährst du mit dem Stick hin.
Den linken oder?
Ich bin mir nicht sicher.
Ja.
Musst du ich glaube. Ja. Und dann R2 drücken.
Ready, boys! Whoa! Shoot that one! What?
Aber du warst zweimal knapp.
Ich bin aber weggefahren. Das ist ein Scheiß. Aber es ist scheiße der Rechte.
Okay.
Den linken noch gar nicht gemacht, gell?
Ready, boys! Whoa!
Das ist dein nicht. Das ist einfach geil.
Shoot that one!
So nicht geil.
What?
Yes!
Look out!
Oh mein Gott! Okay. Sehr schön. Die Luft aus. Ich will jetzt nicht mehr. Ich will Knopf vom Hängen. Watch out. Oh mein Gott. Oh mein Gott. Tu es. Du hättest ihn retten können. Oh, fuck. Das ist schon der zweite.
Good fucking riddance!
Aber du wirst jetzt wohl nicht im Rotlicht, den Sohn, der das hören. Das kann man
Garrett, did you find Roderick?
Speak up, Garrett.
Did you see him or not?
Hey, he's gone, my lord. There was nothing I could do.
Where did he go?
Where's my squire? You didn't leave him, did you? What happened to him?
I had to leave him. I had no other choice.
Find a weapon, quickly!
Sich daran erinnern.
Oh mein Gott.
Walter, you fucking traitor!
Go, my lord, while there's still time.
Und immer Schwert, immer nicht? Das gibt's ja nicht. Immer nur ein Schwert.
Oh,
So
geil.
war's
Du
doch.
kriegst die
Seven hells.
Ja, also.
We have to keep moving, my lord.
I'd never make it. They'll hunt us down like dogs.
Walter Frey says time's over.
Oh, das schaut nicht gut aus.
Das macht gar nichts.
Das ist nicht
Ein
das ist
Regardless with your life.
Bewache.
Return it to Ironrath, where it belongs.
Eisenrad ist
There's no time to...
da, wo du wohnst.
I'll be damned if I let it fall into the hands of those traitors.
Walter Frey says
You have to go.
I will do as you command, my lord.
You have served me well. I know I can count on you.
Nicht scharf drauf, länger da zu bleiben, schon was.
Tell your uncle.
Nein, was? Ich sag nichts.
The North Grove must never be lost. Tell no one but him. Do you understand? You must swear. Tell only your Uncle Duncan.
I swear that I will, my lord.
It's those foresters!
Ist einmal
Your honor, you must do this for your house. Go!
Kill those fucking foresters! With love, the fray!
Warte, ich kann's noch an.
Ja,
Dann lacht du. Aber nicht einen Charakter erwischt.
das ist Blendler. Das ist wirklich Blendler. Nein, der ist aber lässig, wirst du sehen.
Was ich mich erinnern kann. Ja, was? Und die erste was?
Ah, aber der ist lässig.
Wenn ich nochmal entscheiden könnte, mir den anderen Rechten ab. Ja, spät. Was denn, ja?
Also ich hab's damals, glaube ich, auch endlich so ein war.
Das kann man noch nie weiß, ehrlich gesagt. So, jetzt können wir richtig machen. Hallo und herzlich willkommen bei TheFifateers. Wie ihr seht, kommen wir von Telltale Game of Thrones. Wir sind mittendrin schon gestresst, schweißgebadet, gut überspielt. Ja, gute Unterhaltung und Spaß.
Eins muss so sagen, da spielt jeder einen Charakter. Das heißt, Garrett wird das immer der Aminator geholt, der Netzspieler von die erste Folge, die wird sehen. Und ja, als nächster wird dann, glaube ich, der Bernd einsteigen.
Jo, bist es du schon? Ja.
Möglicherweise. Ich bin mir nicht sicher eigentlich.
Das war gerade ein ganz guter Einstieg.
Der war echt geil, Junge, ich bin begeistert.
Also wirklich am Anfang nichts,
Ja.
aber richtig. Oh, da bist du.
Forrester Innerei. Der Königsweg.
Ich bin schon Forrester Innerei.
Was? Wie kannst du sowas verstehen?
Was gesagt?
Ja, sehr.
Warte, der schlaufen plötzlich her. Was ist mit dir? Oh. Speck.
Wer mag keinen Speck?
Für sie schlacht man das. Das muss ich selber kennen.
Ja. Und mit R kannst du schauen.
Aber ich sehe nicht von, ich muss nicht von der falschen Seite sein.
Oh fuck.
Aber wo sie.
Der schaltet dann automatisch um.
Okay, passt.
Greif rein in der
Leg nicht dran.
Es ist generell nicht so Open World mäßig, also du bewegst dich wirklich nur genau dort, wo sie wollen, dass du dich bewegen kannst.
Genau. Ja, aber in die falsche Richtung schauen. Warum ist sie plötzlich tot? Ist sie komplett gleich?
Ich glaube, das ist was anderes.
Tot.
Es gibt mehr als nur ein Schwein auf dieser Welt.
Gibt nur eins.
Aber dieses eine gibt es nur einmal. Oder hat es nur einmal gegeben?
Wollen wir da hingehen?
Indianer.
Wahrscheinlich. Mindestens.
Da.
Kalt und still?
Was ist da drin? Ich hoffe schwer.
No ones.
Klar, man kann nie genug Schwerter.
Wagen. Wahnsinn.
Ein Wagen.
Verstehst du, es fängt nämlich so stressig an, nachher passiert das.
Ja,
Geht
sonst
sich für
hast
nichts
du
aus.
einen Herzinfarkt in noch einer Stunde oder
Und
so.
dann ist nicht dein Charakter dran, sondern du.
Ja,
Was ist das? Was ist das?
deines Vaters Wagen.
Oh, das ist schlecht meistens.
Ja.
Kommt
Lord
drauf an.
Bolton better give us fucking titles for this.
Oh, die
Maybe
Boltons.
coming, and at least still have his bacon.
Soll ich da hin? Ich muss da hin, gell?
Jo. Du kannst theoretisch da stehen bleiben und wir fangen mit NHL wieder an. Aber in der. Also, ja.
Schweine. Sie haben zu dritt ein Schwein getötet.
Ja, ganz starke Leistung.
Move along, boy. There's nothing for you here. I said move on. Unless you want to get fed to the fucking pigs.
I'm going to kill you.
Nice.
Is that so?
Ja,
You can try if you like, and then we'll feed you to the pigs.
Get off my land!
This is Bolton land now, boy. Lord Bolton is the new Warden of the North. I reckon he'd like a proper lordly sword like that.
Du hast gut gedrückt, oder?
Dirk!
No.
Oh mein Gott.
I'll have that sword, boy.
Come get it, you bastard.
Reift zu machen. Das war nicht so gut.
Alright. Finish this fucking pig farmer. Pathetic.
Ja, mit dem kennt man okay.
You really are a
Damit
pig.
kennt er sich nicht aus. Was? Yay! Nice! Du hast den Mistgabel zur Auswahl und nimmst die Axt, also die Einhand-Axt.
Es wäre so cool, wenn der jetzt schießt.
Ja. Yes! Tackle! Ja, das ist so. Gewisse Sachen hast du nicht.
Mercy! Please! I beg of you! I have a family! They'll never survive without me! I have no quarrel with you! I was only following orders. Thank you. Lord Whitefield will see you hang for this. That much I promise.
Du darfst ihn nicht reiten, das geht ja gar nicht. Schießt noch nicht.
Den anderen wollte ich nicht am Leben lassen.
Ja. Da habe ich keine Entscheidungsgewalt gehabt jetzt, da verdammt.
Father?
Sehr geil.
Garrett,
Wirklich wie Forest House.
you survived.
Schon, oder? Ja.
Your sister. Oh, she hid.
Gut versteckt.
Wind.
Ja, ich hab nicht mal reingehört, das hab ich schon vermutet.
Die Scream.
I tried to stop them.
Parodie, Scary Movie, genau. Die 4 stehen hinter der Couch spielen.
Ah, er ist tot.
Und das halt bei ihr Speer im Rücken an steckt. Also. Kommt nicht
Ich
so
würde
steckt
sagen, deine Statistik
I'll kill
ist
the man
nicht
who
schlecht.
did this.
Dein Chef, also dein Kollegen, dein Chef, deine Schwester, dein Vater. Ich weiß jetzt nicht, ob du das daran erinnern hättest können.
Und zwei von deinen Schweinen.
Und zwar von deinen Schwestern.
Was das Schlimmste ist, müssen wir jetzt schauen. Also, jetzt glaube ich, jetzt ist der Bild.
Ich denke, oh nein, schau, da humpelst du. Ah ja, ein Oberschenkel ist auch hin.
Gut gelaufen für die ersten 20 Minuten.
It's Garrett!
Jetzt
Get the Castellan! Tell him his nephew survived!
Ei, 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 ei.
Garrett!
I was too late. They were already dead.
Bring the maester. Meet us in the Great Hall. Quickly!
Meister, das ist so geil, Meister.
Two Whitehill soldiers?
And a Bolton. They killed my family. And for what? My sister, she was only 8 years old.
This never would have happened with the Starks in power. It's unimaginable. Unacceptable. You have my condolences.
Thank you, Maester.
The blade cut deep, but I should be able to save your leg.
Na bitte.
Das klingt ja positiv.
Your justice was swift. Some will call it vengeance. No doubt the Whitehills will claim it was murder. It was your family. I can't say I would have done any different than you.
I'd do it again if I had the chance.
If we don't respond with strength, they won't stop until they have everything. These maggots ought to help prevent infection. Hold the wound open for me, would you?
But, no.
Das kommt das Geilste.
Wie schön.
Verfickte Scheiße.
These are dark days, I fear.
Hat er da wirklich
To
einen
lose the
Namen?
lord of the house and the eldest son through such a despicable act of treachery and betrayal. Greater houses than ours have fallen in times such as this. The late Lord Forrester was a good man. And poor Roderick. A serious man, but he would have made a good lord.
Roderick and Lord Forrester. We can avenge them.
And attack House Frey. Now is the time to find allies, not enemies. The future of this house is in Lord Ethan's hands now. Although he is young, and altogether unprepared to lead. Right. This might hurt a bit. Hold this for me, will you? I understand from your uncle that Lord Forrester saved your life.
He did.
Rather odd, though, that he chose to save you, his squire, and not his son Roderick. Not that Roderick couldn't handle himself. He was as good with a sword as any man I've seen. It's unfortunate the Citadel doesn't train maesters in the art of warcraft.
Roderick had already fallen. There was nothing we could do.
Well, I'd imagine Lord Forrester would sacrifice himself to save anyone from his house, high or low. Lady Forrester will be here any moment now. I'd like you to walk for me first, to see if you can put any weight on that leg.
Geht nochmal.
Du gehst wie eine Fähre.
Go on. Don't stop now. It's better to let the blood circulate.
Was denn?
Na, nix. Das ist irgendwas Großartiges passiert. Schaut aus.
The Ironwood Grove.
Ich nehme an, ich hoffe. Dann wissen wir, wo wir hin müssen.
Übrigens auf der linken Seite siehst du gerade ein Inventar.
Ja, ich hab gerade gedacht, was es ist.
Also, das ist so schlecht.
Das Inventar ist eines der unnötigsten Sachen, die du verstehen
Dass du nichts machen kannst, oder?
Dass du nichts machen kannst, ne, im Normalfall.
Schwert zeigen.
Zeige mein Schwert.
Also, wir holen
Does your leg feel weak?
Ja, aber
No.
sie haben nachher hinterher oft auch noch...
I just wanted to ask you.
Warum hast du die weitere?
Who is the new Lord of House Forrester?
Why, Ethan, of course. At the Citadel, I swore an oath to serve whichever noble house I was assigned. Advising the late Lord Forrester was an honor. Advising Ethan, his third-born son, is challenging. There's still so much he has to learn, yet the very fate and future of this house rests in his hands. Which is rather frightening when you think about it.
Why do the Whitehills hate the Forresters?
I think it's safe to say the feeling is mutual. There's been enmity between the two houses for as long as anyone can remember. I don't doubt someone killed someone, which led to more killings of someones, and then, well, here we are.
Meistens so.
What will happen to me now?
Excellent question. Under normal circumstances, you could join Sir Royland and his men. Although, given the circumstances of your... circumstances, it becomes a bit tricky, doesn't it? I suppose it will be for Lord Ethan to decide.
Lord Forrester promoted me. At the Twins, I'm no longer a squire, if that matters.
Das würde sehr hart
It might, I suppose. But I'll defer to Lord Ethan on this.
Can I see Ethan? Is he here?
He is, but I'm afraid he's indisposed at the moment. He prefers not to be disturbed while practicing his lute.
Wenn ihr Attentäter von Whitehill oder Bolton wollt, wie das genau gleich machen.
Whitehills wollen unser
The Whitehills want Forrester Ironwood.
Ah, they'd take it all if we'd let them, especially now with the Boltons in power. And proceed to clear-cut every last inch of it until there's nothing left. Just as they've done before.
Can I go now?
I believe your leg will be fine. Only time will tell, but... Lady Forrester.
Welcome home, Garrett. We're all relieved to know you survived.
Thank you. my lady?
Talia asked to see you.
Garrett, I heard what happened. Is it true? Your family... I'm so sorry.
Me too.
Off to bed now. Hurry on. Garrett was just telling me how valiantly Lord Forrester fought to the end, even when all was lost. I'm sure Lady Forrester would like to know. Whatever you can recall.
He loved his family, my lady. He was very proud of Roderick.
Yet he was unable to save him.
You were with Roderick, no? I'm sure it was chaos and confusion. But if you can remember anything...
Robb Stark named him to lead the van for the march on Casterly Rock.
A fitting tribute, no doubt. He was House Forrester's best.
This has been so incredibly difficult for us, especially the children. But I was told you were the last to see my husband alive.
Yes, my lady.
I know it may be difficult to remember, but if I may ask, was there anything he said?
Any last words before he passed? If you can remember.
He said he loved you.
That's very kind of you to say. You have the Forrester's sword.
Ethan should have it, now that he is Lord.
Lord Forrester asked me to return it to the house. He said this is where it belongs. With his family.
Thank you, Garrett.
Of course, my lady.
It demands a response.
It's too dangerous, especially now.
Now is the time to prove our strength.
I'll be sure it's given to Ethan.
Against aggression. Duncan, this was our land. They were our people. Your family.
I share your outrage, Sir Royland. I do. But now is not the time to provoke the White Hills. Not with Ramsay Snow coming to see us bend the knee.
The hell with Ramsay Snow, the bastard.
Garrett, you understand what this means. You killed a Bolton, and Ramsay Snow will want his retribution.
We're the ones who should be demanding retribution. This happened on Forrester land.
Ramsay Snow is coming here.
Aye. He'll arrive within a week. Those men will say they were keeping the peace in the name of House Bolton.
And what would you have us do? Nothing.
I would have us use our heads, while they're still attached to our shoulders.
Garrett has lost as much as anyone else within these walls. Maybe you can talk some sense into your uncle.
Garrett's suffered enough already. You ask too much of the boy.
He deserves to be heard.
My uncle's right. We need to be smart.
Smart. Eddard Stark was smart. And look where that got him. So, what's to be done?
Ultimately, it will be for Lord Ethan to decide.
He's just a boy who can barely hold a sword. He knows nothing of how to lead men.
He is the lord of this house, and he needs our help. It's bad enough the Boltons would have us bend the knee and swear fealty. But now, this will accuse you of murder, and us of protecting you.
The boy was just defending himself.
I'm not faulting him for what he did.
Fuck the Boltons. One of their men killed my family.
Aye. You'll say it was justice. They'll say it was murder. It's just the excuse Ramsay Snow would need to put us to the torch and kill us all.
I'd like to see them try.
I'm afraid it's a risk we cannot take. Which is why you cannot stay.
Cannot stay? Duncan, the boy has suffered enough.
But where would I go?
The one place beyond the reach of even House Bolton.
You're sending him to the war? The boy's done nothing wrong.
Not in the eyes of the Boltons. I'm afraid it's the only solution.
Uncle, my place is here. Who would defend the house? You said we need men who can fight.
There'd be nothing we could do to protect you. To stay would bring destruction upon us all. I know that's not what you want. I know it's difficult to understand. But you must think of the house.
I'll do what's asked of me.
I know it doesn't seem fair, but it is what's best.
That settles it then.
Nein.
Ist das Antwort genug?
You can have my horse,
Da waren wir ziemlich schnell.
and I'll see you have plenty of food. But we haven't much time. The White Hills will come looking for you.
Also ich hätte es angreifen sollen, heißt das.
Möglicherweise hättest du nicht drum herum können.
Bist du es einmal geschickt haben?
Natürlich. 100%ig.
Were it up to me, I'd gladly drive a sword through Lord Whitehill's heart if given a chance. I would. And God's willing, someday I will. But for now, I have House Forrester to consider first. I know you want to stay, but Lord Forrester would be proud that you're putting the interests of the house ahead of your own. Many of Lord Forrester's best men have volunteered for the war. His own great-uncle was a ranger with the Night's Watch.
He promoted me. At the Twins. We were to ride in the van to Casterly Rock, and I at Roderick's side, but...
It was well-deserved, Garrett. You worked hard and served your lord with honor.
I've been waiting for the right moment to tell you.
What? What is it?
Lord Forrester's last words were, "The North Grove can never be lost."
Sorry. You caught me by surprise. It's not often discussed, if ever.
Where is the North Grove?
That I cannot say. Not yet, at least. Most don't even know it exists. They think it's just a myth made up by wildlings and fools, and it's better kept that way. You haven't told anyone else, have you? This is important, Garrett. I need to know the truth.
Maester Ortengren asked, but I said nothing.
Well done. Lord Forrester was right to put his trust in you. From this day forward, this will be our secret. But soon, I may need your help.
But
I can't say anything more just yet. Just know the North Grove may very well be vital to the future of this house. But don't breathe a word of it to anyone at the wall. Become a ranger if you can. It will help.
Alternativ Pisspottwechsler.
Iron from ice.
Iron from ice.
Remember, you represent House Forrester. Your actions at the wall will reflect the honor and dignity of the house.
I'll serve with honor.
I know you will.
Positiv ist, du lebst.
Ist doch nicht draußen.
Zupft der alle auf der Seite.
Garrett, wait!
Du hast doch was vergessen. Optional leider nicht.
Hast du ein Schwert, offen irgendwas?
Be safe.
Ja, mit dem kannst du noch einen drosseln oder so.
Oder verkaufen und irgendwas Gescheites dafür.
Ja. Einen Zwieback.
Ja.
Ich glaube, ich weiß auch noch. Ich glaube, ich bin mir nicht sicher.
Du hast dich gefühlt?
Ja, schon lange, ja. 2 Jahre oder so.
Yep.
Ja.
Ethan? Ethan!
Oh!
Bist du Ethan? Anscheinend. Ein bisschen mehr Verantwortung. Ja, gerne.
I couldn't find him. Could you?
He hides too well, and if he were smart, he would reveal himself.
I don't like this game anymore. Maybe something happened to him.
Ethan's fine. He's just forgotten this is a game.
You found me! Well done, Ryan. Don't worry. It's just a game, Ryan.
A stupid game. I don't like it.
He was worried you were gone.
I thought we'd never find you again.
I'm right here. And I promise, I'm not going anywhere.
I wish Mira was here. And Asher. And Roderick.
I do too. But Mira's in King's Landing and...
Can't she come home? I don't want her to die too.
Ryan, she's perfectly safe, I promise you.
I don't want Garrett to die either. Maester Ortengrin said he got sent to the war. I'll miss Garrett. He was nice.
He'll be fine. Garrett is smart.
No one will tell me what Garrett did, but it must have been serious. I heard Duncan and Sir Royland talking. They said someone will come here looking for revenge.
Everyone's worried about you, but I'm not. I know you'll protect us.
Who said they're worried about me?
Well, Sir Royland for one. He says you can't fight very well.
What?
And he calls you a milksop.
Sir Royland forgets himself.
He doesn't know me, or what I'm capable of.
What does milksop mean?
I don't know, but I know it's not good.
Ethan, you should let Sir Royland teach you how to wield a sword. Like a man. He taught Roderick and Asher, and he even showed me how to fight. Properly, I mean.
A lord should know how to fight.
Do you remember when we were younger?
Ja,
when we all used to play here?
Absolut.
You, me, Roderick, Asher. We'd all be out here for hours.
Yeah. Where was I?
You weren't born yet.
We had so much fun. But then everything changed. Roderick became so serious, the Lord in training, and he never smiled anymore. And Asher just got angry at everything. Promise me you won't be like that. Please, just be you. I like you the way you are. I know a lord has many responsibilities, but you don't need to be like them.
I promise I won't change.
Good, because I'd rather have a brother than a lord.
I'll have to have both, I'm afraid.
But since you're the new lord, you can do anything you want.
I suppose.
Everyone will have to do as you say. So I could have all the sweets I want.
If only it were that simple. It would be nice if someone did what I wanted for once.
As many as you'd like, yes.
Really?
Of course.
Why not? Mit der zweite Job.
Ja, genau, so ist es.
Das ist ein komplett Wahnsinniger.
Ich darf alle. Ja, genau. Das ist kein Ziel. Ich bin nicht der Vater, also ich muss nicht dafür.
Du bist halt es gibt keinen Vater mehr, der Armin hat den Vater umbringen lassen.
Ah ja, stimmt, genau, der war ja was.
Ich hab ihn umbringen lassen.
What's the matter? Lord Whitehill has arrived, unannounced and certainly unexpected. He's come demanding justice.
Can't he meet with Duncan? He is the Castellan.
Stay with us. Please, Ethan.
He's demanding an audience with the Lord. We really must go.
It's your decision. You are the Lord.
If I were Lord, I would command Ethan to stay, with his family.
Fine. If that's what's required of me.
Very well then.
Was ich will. Ja. Schon vergessen.
Hab ich nie behauptet. Ja, ich kann sagen. Ich gehe mit. Andere Richtung. Voll der Frankreich.
Sie hätten, weiß nicht was, ein Eisenschwert hinstellen können und wären jetzt fähiger als der Bur.
Eisenschwert mit dem Fetzen.
He showed up unannounced.
Lord
Whitehill's in lather. I assume you explained to Lord Ethan why they're here?
Business with Garrett. I told him.
Lord Whitehill knows Garrett is a squire to this house. Or was, I suppose.
Was. It makes no difference. The Whitehills were clearly in the wrong, so don't give him any satisfaction. Out there, you were decisive and firm. Now do it again with these bastards.
Let's not do something rash. Things are bad enough as it is.
I can handle Lord Whitehill.
Well said, my lord.
Now is not the time to anger Lord Whitehill any more than he already is. He's got 5 times as many men, and the backing of House Bolton.
All the more reason to stand up for ourselves. Only cowards and dead men roll.
Yes, Iron from Ice!
Diplomatisch, aber selbstbewusst auftreten. So, das ist mein Ziel.
Hast du den Gesicht schon mal
Ich
gesehen?
hasse ihn. Ich hasse ihn. Wer ist das?
Lord Whitehill.
Lord Ethan, is it? My condolences for your father and brother. The late Lord Forrester was no friend to me or my house.
What?
My only regret is I wasn't there to drive the dagger into his heart myself. I've been waiting for this day all my life. The Forresters finally get their due.
My father died a hero, fighting for the North against traitors and oathbreakers.
Aye! And look where that got him.
Der Retter.
Bread and salt! What kind of fucking house receives a lord with no fucking bread and salt? You bloody amateur. No courtesies. I should have expected as much.
Calm yourself, old man.
Sehr gut.
You little fuck! That's how you talk to a lord? You Forresters have shit on us for generations. Well, now the Starks are no longer around to have your back, are they? We're the power in the North now.
Roose Bolton is the Warden of the North.
Aye. And we've been his bannermen for 5 fucking centuries, you cunt.
Lord Ethan, you're losing control of this.
We all serve House Bolton now.
I'm not finished! Maybe if you hadn't been so fucking greedy with the ironwood, things would have been different between us.
You squandered your share.
Our share was taken from us. We had no fucking choice but to harvest what was left.
What is it you want, Lord Whitehill?
Das darfst nie fragen. Das wollte nicht, das hätte ich nicht gesagt.
Alles. Alles. Oh, die Schlange.
Your man, the squire. We were minding our own business. Keeping the king's peace, as his lordship here said. When your man attacked us for no reason.
Hear that? Attacked for no reason.
Garrett was only defending himself.
Then you admit it was your man who killed my men? And a pig farmer at that. How do you answer for your squire, Lord Ethan? He acted in your name. And you are the lord of this house.
We lost people too, Lord Whitehill. Your men murdered his entire family.
You lost pig farmers, not soldiers. Soldiers worth 100 of their type. Where's the fucking coward who killed my men? I know he's here. What have you done with him?
He was sent to the wall.
Who the fuck sent him to the wall? Answer me!
I did.
What? That was my justice to deliver, boy. And you denied me of it. I'm not leaving until I have my justice. Now bring me the coward who did it, or you'll answer to Roose Bolton. What kind of fucking house is this?
A house of honorable men.
Mama.
Lady Forrester.
You bellow like a wounded boar, Lord Whitehill. Have you forgotten your manners?
I mean no disrespect to you, my lady, considering your losses and all. But this is not over.
It's over when my son says it is.
It's over.
This is over.
By rights, his word is law here. If that displeases you, then I trust you can find the door.
He's so cool.
Yeah. That lad may be lord of this house, but Lord Bolton will have the final say. I'll send him a raven letting him know a Forrester man killed one of his own. That the new Lord Forrester lied to my face and denied me my justice. Then we'll see whose word is law.
Do as you like, Lord Whitehill.
Ja, will sich daran erinnern. Gut. Das wollte ich.
Er wird jetzt also tun, was er will.
Scheiße, geht jetzt echt.
Kannst nichts sagen.
Ich hab's überladen.
Du hast es überladen.
I was wrong about your son, my lady. He stood up to him like a true lord.
You were brave, my son. But you'll need to be braver still when Ramsay Snow arrives to see you bend the knee. Prepare a raven. We need to send word to Mira in King's Landing at once.
Das hast du, wenn du gespielt hast.
Ich hab's befürchtet.
Mira?
Ich hab's befürchtet. Der wird damals so verkackt und die wird's ziemlich sicher genau gleich machen.
Your sister can help us.
Sie ist total cool. Yep.
Although just a handmaiden, she has Marjorie Tyrell's favor. and Lady Marjorie's betrothal to the king may be enough to keep the Boltons at bay. If it's presented to her as it should be.
Ja, ihr habt recht. Ja, das stimmt. Das war schon stark. Hello!
Der geht sicher dir. Bist du überrascht? Einfach alles immer einstecken muss.
It was very kind of Lady Marjorie to give this to me. It once belonged to Lady Elena. Ethan made this for me.
Ja, das ist ein geiles Haus, aber, gell? Finde ich cool.
Ja.
Schwert mit dem Baum.
Schön, gell?
Ja, hat was.
Asher sent me this coin to remember him. What a strange place, Essos.
Oh.
Ich glaube, du siehst schon. Jetzt kriegst du von John Schnee, gell? Ach, mal Schnee.
Jo.
Geil.
Ziemlich cool.
Father, much excitement here in King's Landing for the coming wedding. Lady Marjorie has proven to be quite popular throughout the city. I do wish you and Mother could come, although I know it would be impossible under the circumstances. I miss all of you, and I look forward to the day you can.
Bier.
Bitte gerne.
Bitte gerne.
Dann schon.
Ich kann jetzt aber doch stehen lassen müssen, oder? Der Wahl geht's noch. Ja, aber ich spiel schon.
Du streamst das jetzt morgen ab.
Wonders Made by Man by Lomas Longstrider. A gift from Roderick.
Ich kann euch sonst Bier.
Ich will
mich nur ins Auto setzen. Danke. Das ist eigentlich relativ kurz gespielt, die Relation, gell?
Ja, schon, ja.
King's Landing.
Aber es gleicht sich voll aus. Also
I wonder if it's sunny at Einrath today.
Ja.
Außerdem ist es genauso spannend zuzuschauen, wie du die falsche entscheidest.
Ich finde auch nämlich, ja.
Wie du die falsche entscheidest. Zu 50% habe ich gleich entschieden wie du, bisher.
Du, bei mir ist zum Beispiel damals alles gleich ausgegangen letzten Endes wie bei dir.
Es ist wurscht, dass du es machst.
Nein, eigentlich das nicht, glaube ich. Aber
It troubles me to even ask this of you, but you must appeal to Lady Marjorie to intervene on our behalf. She is our best hope, and can be a powerful ally, especially now when your family so desperately needs her help.
Sie hat lauter Erinnerungsstücke gefunden. Nein, ich öffne noch.
Weil ich da nur erzählen.
Nein, mal schauen, ob da noch was ist.
One moment.
Oh, ist geil, innen die...
Oh, sorry, milady. I didn't mean to disturb you. I can come back later if you'd like.
Warum klopfst du an?
No, it's fine. Come in.
Das ist schon zum Spaß aus. Das ist der, was die Scheiße im Eck wegkannt. Voll schön Ort.
Moment, der packt Scheiße aus. Verdammte Kacke.
Begging your pardon, milady, but you alright? If you don't mind my asking, you seem rather upset.
I'm fine, thank you.
Of course, milady.
Ja, eben. Bist du unter meinem Rang und sprichst du mit Mama?
Please hurry if you can. Lady Marjorie will be here any minute.
Of course, milady.
Forrest ist einfach so volksnah sein. Ja, deswegen spricht er sie an.
You work for Lady Marjorie?
Ach so, okay.
I may be wrong, but it seems like you do.
I'm her handmaiden.
That's what I thought. I've seen you with her before. You seem like good friends. I saw Lady Marjorie just this morning, outside the Royal Steps, talking to Queen Cersei.
Cersei?
They appeared to be having some sort of disagreement. I couldn't hear much, but...
What did they say?
I couldn't make out much, but I know they were talking about the Starks and House Forrester.
House Forrester?
I hope you're not in any kind of trouble. But I thought you ought to know. Most people don't tend to notice a call boy. Not in King's Landing, with so many lords and ladies about. You see and hear all sorts of things when people don't even know you're there.
Den brauchen wir. Der ist gut.
Good night, my lady.
Er ist gut aufgestiegen.
Er hat es geschafft! Ja. Das ist doch richtig gemacht.
Da mal eine Goldmünze, da mal ein bisschen Essen.
Gib mir Goldmünze, aber was denn so gehen?
Ja, natürlich, holt aus.
Lady Marjorie, you're early.
I was hoping there would be time for us to talk. Come, there's something we must discuss.
Ich habe gewusst, dass die Marjorie jetzt gleich kommt. Ich habe keine Zeit für sowas. Das ist ein Pisspot.
From the day you arrived in Highgarden, I've thought of you more as a friend than as my handmaiden. A dear friend, in fact.
Thank you, my lady.
And you know how I feel about what's happened to your family. I feel your pain as if it were my own. What you've suffered is beyond imagining. And your poor family as well.
You're very kind, my lady.
Of course, Mira, but you must not despair. We will get through this together. You must understand there are limits to what I can say, especially here in King's Landing, now that I am to be queen. To have a handmaiden from the north whose family fought for Robb Stark. It raises questions at a time I can least afford. Cersei herself cornered me this morning outside the Royal Sept. She mentioned the northern girl in my service, and she painted you a traitor. She was very pleased with herself. Her face was full of mirth as she said it. I told her you are one of my most trusted handmaidens, that you can hardly be blamed for the actions of your father and brother. Nonetheless,
and mother. And the other brother.
She demands an audience. She wants an apology of some sort. For what, I don't know, but she's waiting for us now, and I promised I would bring you to her. I wouldn't ask this of you if it were not important. I cannot afford any conflict with Cersei with the wedding so near.
I'll do as you ask, my lady.
I knew I could trust you. Humor her. Tell her what she wants to hear. See if the Queen Regent is ready to receive us.
Dass ich Verräterin bin, eigentlich, wenn nicht so drüber.
Ja, genau, das sage ich, ja. Sie schaut das so nämlich.
Ja, voll, oder?
Ist ja arg.
Ja, sie haben aber sie.
You'll be fine. I know you will. You may feel one thing, but you must say another.
Jon Snow?
Ja.
Haben sie auch so halt gemotion captured oder so.
Ah, okay. In die echten.
Good luck.
Und ich glaube, die werden auch von den gleichen Leuten
gemacht. Das ist arg. Das ist genau ihr komischer Gesichtsausdruck immer.
Ja, das.
Den ich echt gut
Duckface-Ding. Nur, dass der okay, wirklich anders schauen kann. Aber.
So geil, ich muss solche sagen jetzt.
Wie ein Bouncer schaut aus.
Ja, wie ist das Monster? Das Monster schnell
der Berg.
You can do this.
Ja. Nur wie die Sansa.
Ja, stimmt.
Ich glaube, ich werde es ein bisschen so in die Richtung spielen. So als.
Oh, geil.
Ah, Lady Marjorie, aren't you looking lovely this evening?
Lord Tyrion. Your Grace? With your permission, allow me to introduce Lady Mira of House Forrester.
Your Grace.
The girl knows her courtesies. Impressive. You may rise.
House Forrester is a northern house loyal to the king.
Are they?
I beg your pardon, Your Grace.
I wasn't talking to you. I want to hear from the girl. Is your family loyal to the king?
Perhaps you should ask the new Lord Forrester.
He's not here, is he? She is. The girl can speak for her house.
House Forrester's loyalty
ist das einzige, was sie sagen kann eigentlich.
Grace.
Einzig wahren König
I see. And yet, for centuries the Forresters have been loyal bannermen to House Stark. A house of traitors.
They were the Wardens of the North. We all served at the pleasure of the king.
Clever girl.
Perhaps
The girl did say their loyalty was unwavering.
She has a talent for equivocation, yet I question what she really thinks. Is your house willing to swear fealty to your new liege lord, Roose Bolton?
Das kann ich nicht sagen, ne?
He is the Warden of the North, Your Grace.
He is. And I the Queen Regent, and Tyrion the Master of Coin.
The girl has a remarkable talent for answering questions while in fact saying nothing at all.
Merci, merci.
Old allegiances are not easily abandoned. But now that the war is over, we must look to rebuild and forge new alliances. There are ships and shields to be built, and Joffrey will need a steady supply of ironwood for his armies. I'm told there are others who would happily serve that purpose, but I trust we can rely on House Forrester.
Forster Ironwood does seem rather unique.
Yes, Your Grace.
It would be a shame to see it fall into the hands of another house. I imagine you'd do almost anything to prevent that from happening, wouldn't you? Ask any Lannister, and they'd do whatever was necessary to save Casterly Rock. It would be unfortunate to see another house lay claim to what's yours.
Yes, Your Grace. I would do anything.
I see.
What would you have the girl do, Cersei? It's not as if she fought beside the Starks, wielding a battle axe for the Northern Army.
It raises an interesting question, I suppose. Can we truly blame those who end up on the wrong side of the war? Our dear Marjorie here was betrothed to Renly Baratheon on the false assumption that he would one day rule the Seven Kingdoms. Can we fault her for her mistake? Should she be held accountable?
She was just following her heart, Your Grace.
And the very same heart so quickly led her to my son.
If there's a point to this, I hope you find it quickly.
Loyalty can be such a hard thing to define. This city alone is filled with all sorts of ambitious opportunists looking to reinvent themselves, pretending to be something they're not. Who knows what lurks within their hearts? You are a girl from the north, here in service to Lady Marjorie. One can only assume her interests are yours. Yet loyalty to a king, that must be absolute, beyond question. And if your loyalties were to become conflicted between your king and the very person whom you serve, what would you do then?
I'm sure she would...
Let the girl answer the question. Go on.
I must choose Marjorie, Your Grace. I serve at her pleasure.
Clearly your handmaiden does not have her priorities straight.
She is a threat to the crown, isn't she? The most dangerous handmaiden in all of Kingsland.
Yes, echt de hammer.
I'm not quite sure what to make of her. Not surprising, I suppose, for a northern girl, but not very encouraging either. I'd like a word with you, if I may.
Of course, Your Grace.
I'll walk you out. This may come as a surprise, but I met your father once, at the tourney at Lannisport. Even then he didn't trust Roose Bolton. We only spoke briefly, but your father struck me as an honorable man. You have my condolences for his loss. These would be trying times for your family, even under the best of circumstances.
Thank you, Lord Tyrion. That's very kind of you to say.
You were brave to declare your loyalty to Lady Marjorie. No doubt she was pleased, but Cersei... She will not soon forget what you said. It was quite the first impression. I, of course, found it all highly entertaining. But it certainly wasn't what Cersei was expecting. My dear sister has been known to hold a grudge. My sister and I have our differences. She takes great pleasure in her little charades. I take mine in thwarting them. We must find our amusements where we can. She threatened to give your ironwood to another house. It is the Master of Coin who decides such matters. The Crown needs boats. Boats need wood, and I speak for the Crown in this regard. not her.
What are you suggesting?
I suppose the Crown could be persuaded to secure Ironwood from House Forrester. Lady Marjorie might not look favorably on such an alliance, and it would infuriate Cersei. Although what would be amusing for me might prove rather dangerous for you and your house. Are you willing to risk that? It may be far too dangerous. In fact, forget I even suggested such a thing.
I'm sorry, Lord Tyrion. But it's a risk I cannot afford.
I admire your discretion. Now, if you'll excuse me, I promised Sansa I would join her for dinner tonight. 3 beautiful bottles of Dornish wine await my arrival.
Thank you for the advice, Lord Tyrion.
Just be careful. This is not the North. King's Landing can be a nest of vipers to the uninitiated.
Die coolste Rolle bisher.
Ich finde
vom Diplomatischen.
Ja, schon, das, ja.
Mira, I was worried. How was it? Cersei has a way of looking at you as though you're nothing.
I'd rather not discuss it, if you don't mind.
Of course not. It must have been horrible. But at least it's over now. Lady Marjorie has spent the entire day working on seating arrangements for the wedding. Of course, you and I are seated way at the back, here with the 4th cousins and the 9th-born sons. Ah, Sir Jaime. I wouldn't mind tarnishing that white cloak of his.
Sarah!
What? It's true. And Oberyn Martell, the Red Viper. I'm told he has a paramour.
Put it back.
We're just having a bit of fun. That's probably for the best. I've heard he's a bit perverse. Perhaps Lady Marjorie could make the right introductions. Who knows? We might meet our future husbands. Although, marrying a king, I can only imagine what that would be like. Would you marry Joffrey if it meant you'd become queen? He does have a certain look about him. And he's always treated Lady Marjorie well.
I don't want to be queen, no matter who I'd have to marry.
Don't want to be queen? You Northerners. You'd make a perfect scepter. Well, I would marry him. Imagine the power you would have as Queen of the 7 Kingdoms. I might even allow you to be my handmaiden.
Oh, fuck her.
Let's see, who else should we marry off? Brienne of Tarth and Tyrion Lannister. What a perfect match! Sir Bronn and...
What are you doing? Well?
I'm sorry, my lady.
As am I. We shouldn't have been messing about.
This is not a game. It's a battle plan. Allies and enemies can be made with every move. Yet they say it is men who are powerful. The Queen was rather disappointed by your display, Mira. I'm just glad it's over.
So am I.
King's Landing can be exhausting sometimes. There's always someone to please or some perceived slight to smooth over. I fear it will only get worse when I am queen.
Once they know your true heart, the lords and ladies will have no choice but to love you.
Do you agree?
People are not always so easy to please. If you showed Cersei your true heart, she would stab it with a fork.
You learn very quickly. Your words to Cersei were brave, but I know you must fear what the Boltons might do to your family. I do appreciate your willingness to appease her, as difficult as it may have been.
Thank you, my lady. There's been something on my mind. Something important. I did have a favor to ask of you in return.
So hätte ich das nicht ausgedrückt.
Whatever you wish to say, you can say it in front of Sarah. There are no secrets between us.
It's about my family.
I trust her.
Das ist nicht gut.
Wenn sie es mir schon zweimal sagt.
Ja.
Go on. Ask.
Please, Ramsay Snow is on his way to Ironrath to see my brother bend the knee.
Ramsay? Roose Bolton's bastard.
I fear my family will suffer if Ramsay is left to do as he likes. But if a raven could be sent to the Boltons to let them know House Forrester has the protection of the crown...
That is no small request, especially now. Joffrey knows only too well your family fought for the Starks, and now you would have me ask him to intervene. Is the situation that dire?
You can't, my lady. King Joffrey won't like it. Just think how he turned on Lady Sansa. My mother feels it is urgent, my lady. She's unfamiliar with King's Landing and its politics. I hope you can understand that.
Very well. I'll make your request, but I cannot promise anything.
Thank you, my lady. I will send a raven to my family at once.
Generalversammlung, dass sie entlassen wird, quasi.
Ja. Disziplin. Los ohne Ende. Puh, das war anstrengend, oder?
Boah! Ey.
Kann man es vorstellen.
Garrett!
Bane! Krieger, super.
Man kann auch ein Weike. Alles was recht ist, du hast sicher nicht einen Krieger.
Ja, so ein Weike.
So
wo ist der 50 Charakter eigentlich?
Die kommen erst später.
Ah, kaufen wir heute nicht mehr. So?
Nein, weiß ich nicht, kaufen sie.
Ich
weiß nicht genau, wann die kommen.
Das war ein Loser, er hat sich das Feier verloren.
Jetzt ist voll, weiß ich einfach, weil er der Vierte ist.
Let's play a little game, shall we? Did you know my ancestors wore the skins of their enemies as a coat?
Oopsie.
Not my best work, unfortunately. I suppose I have fallen out of practice. But he didn't make it easy, what with all that bloody noise.
Like a drowning cat. I thought he'd never stop.
As my father likes to say, a naked man holds few secrets. But the flayed man holds none.
Pity he didn't know your father was the Warden of the North.
He does now. How much further is it to these Foresters?
A day, my lord. 2 at most.
What was that?
My lord?
Shh! Listen.
Jorge.
Der Garrett wird aber ziemlich lässig nachher. Der Garrett wird nachher ziemlich lässig.
Hear that?
So, Folge 5, 6.
I know I heard something.
Kriechmeier hat gewonnen übrigens.
Geil.
Vor Janswind. Und?
Never mind. We've wasted enough time already.
Sehr cool. Ich will gelten, kann man das nicht?
Kriechmeier vor Janswind gleich.
Geil!
Ich bin hoch. Das heißt der Meier.
Jan Philipp. Janswind. Büro. Meier. Ah, cool. Das waren nur die besten 5 vom vorigen Jahr.
Ja. Nein, Moment. Du kannst aber den Meier haben.
Bis auf Meier. Du, die besten 4.
Und sagen wir, ihr habt die besten 5.
Und Meier. Wer geht denn der so komisch?
Weil er die Hosen gestrichen voll hat, vermutlich.
Bloody hell.
Ah, will ich gar nicht sagen, oder?
Müsste doch bestimmt sein. Ich glaube, dass er erstickt ist.
Kannst nicht sicher sagen.
Du sagen, ja? Und nein, das ist Ethan. Der hat noch einen der.
Aber stark gespielt damit.
Lord Ethan!
Kein Fall gesehen, ja?
As I was saying, you are young. And there are those within these walls who are uncertain of your leadership. But 300 generations of Forester Lords stand behind you.
Das sind alle Tote, schmeckt gar nichts.
Lord Gerhard the Tall, who founded our house, and your grandfather, Lord Thorin the Bold, who seized back the river valley from the White Hills.
What did they call my father?
Lord Gregor the Good.
How would they call me?
He was fair and wise.
And what will they call me?
That is for you to define as the new Lord. These were your father's people to lead and protect, and now they're yours. But your father did not bear this responsibility alone. He and every Forester Lord before him chose one man whom they trusted above all others, the Lord Sentinel. Forester traditions demand that a new Lord Sentinel must be chosen.
Keep walking, you craven son of a whore. Move! Summon the Lord! We need his judgment.
Oh, alright.
Jetzt wird's
I've done nothing wrong! I was only trying to survive!
Oh, den Bock haben wir erinnert, das ist geil.
Lord Ethan. Maester.
Who is this man?
This craven is a deserter and a thief.
Ist er schlecht?
This house is doomed! We all fucking know it!
Quiet, thief. Eric was supposed to be guarding our weapons, but instead we caught him stealing them.
2 shields and 3 spears.
You stole from us?
I feared for my life. Yes, my lord. I fled. We should all flee. It's not stealing if you're taking what's yours by right.
He speaks true.
I've a family to feed, and not 2 coins to rub together since Lord Gregor left us to rot here. Where's our pay? Our share of bread and wine grows smaller every day.
Leave the poor man alone!
Mercy. No.
Lord Ethan, I know these words are hard, but they're honest. This house is falling. We'll never survive the coming winter. Most of us won't even live to see it.
We are in this together.
You say that, but it won't be you who's starving come winter.
You'll address him as Lord. Lord Ethan, you must decide the punishment. Lord Gregor always took a thief's fingers. 3 of them.
Now may not be the time for harsh punishment. The men are on edge as it
The
is.
men need to know they cannot do whatever the fuck they please. Their lord will not permit it.
You can send him to the war.
Show him mercy, my lord. He stole from us. Make him pay for what he's done. Give us justice.
I will decide.
Send him to the wall. Take his fingers. He's a thief.
If you punish me, you'll be punishing an innocent man. It will be an injustice, my lord. Please, my lord. My family depends on me.
Mauer ist schon brutal.
I, Ethan of House Forester, Lord of Ironwrath, name you a thief. The price for your crime is 3 of your fingers.
No! Please, my lord! My lord, please! Please, no!
My lord, normally it is the Lord's duty to carry out the sentence. I am willing to carry it out.
I will carry out the sentence.
Das wird... Oh fuck, das wird jetzt ein...
Oh mein Gott, nimm bitte beide Hände. Nimm bitte beide Hände. Nimm beide Hände.
Nein, nix.
Ich muss die ganz haben, wie geil.
Finger, abhacken. Okay. dass der ein bisschen zwecks ist im Prinzip.
Guter Fans, gut gemacht, ehrlich. Ja.
That was certainly unpleasant, but a lord must mete out punishment when it's due. Not just yourself, of course. You can weigh on any lord.
Maester, what do you think?
Me?
Yes. Did I do what's right?
As Maester, I cannot support mutilation. You heard what the thief said. I expect this sort of thing will happen again. But a sentinel can help you in the face of disloyalty. You need someone you can trust by your side. Someone you can rely on, no matter the circumstance. Possessing wisdom and experience.
Who do you think I should choose?
There are two capable men for the role. They both want the job, but neither thinks very highly of the other.
How do I decide between them?
Talk to them. Solicit the opinion of people close to you. Here, the bracer of the Sentinel. The badge of office. Tonight is your first small council meeting. It would be wise to bestow this bracer upon your chosen Sentinel then, to show that you are decisive and in control of this house. Your Sentinel will wear this for all to see.
I understand. I'll do it now.
Come speak with me when you're ready to convene the small council, my lord.
Brutal. Diplomatischen Krieg.
Ja.
Das ist eine große Entscheidung, glaube ich.
Absatzfrage.
Ja.
Ja, es ist nicht so ohne, weil...
Ja. Absolut.
Kannst du die... Ja, was ist das?
Oh, ich glaube, ich habe was falsch gemacht. Warum? Ah, ich kann ja abbrechen. Das dann. Ich möchte ihn mir ansehen.
Sieht ja.
Ist er der Meister? Oder?
Ja.
Was ist gerade mit dem? Ja, ich weiß nicht.
Ja, jetzt hat er nochmal angeschaut.
Hallo. Sprech.
Maester?
Yes, Lord Ethan. Are you prepared to name your Sentinel?
Noch nicht.
No, I'm not ready just yet.
Let me know when you are, my lord.
Geil. Was war da nochmal die Laufen-Taste?
Ja, das hier.
Sie gehen ohne, als wenn es komplett Brettleim angeschissen wäre, oder?
Ja, voll.
Ich muss da mal hinten. Ja.
Also, aber...
Careful. Keep at it and you won't have much left. Something to pick your teeth with.
No, Ethan, look at this. All good swords have a name. I call mine Two Brothers. I carved this to give me strength. And this, so I remember. I mean, I could never forget. But, you know, don't you?
You honor Roderick with this. He was a strong one.
He was. Yeah. Someday, I'll have a real one. But not like that one. Only a lord could have that sword.
You'll have a good sword, I'm sure of it.
I watched you today. I saw what you did to that man. Was he our enemy? A bad man? Everyone keeps talking about them. Enemies.
Rules mean nothing if we don't enforce them. It doesn't matter if he's good or bad, you can't steal. That's a rule.
I say he was bad. Bad
Nein,
men.
Moment, die erste Entscheidung. Die erste Entscheidung müsst ihr zurücklassen.
Ist richtig, ja.
I'll find the men who took Roderick someday, and I'll make sure I have a real sword when I do.
Kreis. Und der erste ist schon gefallen.
Ja. Ich hätte es sowieso nicht geschafft. Ja, ja.
Slash and parry! Slash and parry! Again!
Sonst bitte nur mit den zwei Reihen. Nein, ich muss das Ganze inspizieren.
Alles erkennen.
Das war's schon.
Wie gut die Abwehranlage ist.
Natürlich, das finde ich, sollte ich mich selber auch drum kümmern.
Ja.
Die mit der Beladung vorbereitet.
Ja, das wäre wahrscheinlich der Fall. Aber er sollte mehr damit...
Sword up! Swing left! Parry! Wrong!
I didn't know dogs could hold swords.
A word?
Of course, my lord.
I have many decisions to make, and I wanted your advice. What's the state of our defences? Are these men ready for what's coming?
This lot, ready? No, but they will be. We post anyone who can hold a spear along the parapet, where they won't get much scrutiny, and put our meanest, nastiest looking brutes front and centre. That'll show Ramsay we're a force in our own right. You've got to project power, especially when you're weak.
Thank you, Sir Royland. I'll let you get back to training these men.
Thank you, my lord. And, you should know that swinging that blade yourself took stones. It was a man's way of justice.
Was bringt mir das, wenn ich die besten Vierer schicke und dann nichts mehr zu verteidigen habe?
Ethan. Or should I say Lord Ethan?
Hello, Uncle Malcolm.
I saw what you did today. It's not an easy thing to do, dealing out a harsh punishment, no matter how warranted. But if you'll excuse me, my lord, I should finish packing before nightfall. I hope to be off tomorrow, at first light.
Uncle, why are you packing? You're not going somewhere, are you?
Your mother asked me to cross the narrow sea to find your brother, Asher.
Asher?
She has asked me to return with you, to help the house.
She said nothing of this to me.
Because she fears you will not agree. I told her my place is here, that I'll be of no help to you in Essos. But she insisted. I will hold, of course, until you've spoken with her about this. Just try to be kind to her. She's been living a nightmare made real. But you know that just as well.
I must be firm. I'm not a boy anymore, and there is too much at stake.
The Lord's work can harden a man. It's true.
But my mother's fears are not the only ones I face. My people are scared as well. I'm told I must choose a sentinel.
If I may be so bold, Sir Royland is the man for the job. He'd be a fine choice. And I'd trust him.
Why Sir Royland?
We are at war. You need a warrior by your side. Royland has the respect of his men and will bring strength and discipline to this house. Duncan would offer sage advice, but now is not the time to negotiate. Not with the likes of Ramsay Snow.
Thank you, Uncle.
Ethan, I need to talk to you. Mother told me Mira has asked for Lady Marjorie's help.
Did she?
I knew we could rely on Mira. She always thinks of family above all else. Hopefully Lady Marjorie's influence will be enough. But right now I'm more concerned about you. I saw what you did to that man. The way you punished him. How could you be so cruel? I'm worried about you. What am I supposed to think?
I did what I had to, and I stand by it.
You talk like it was the only thing to be done. You promised me you wouldn't change, and I believed you.
I can't afford any more mistakes. Everyone knows what happened with Lord Whitehill. Garrett being sent to the wall without my knowledge.
I know. And that wasn't your fault.
Well, I'm the Lord. It's my responsibility. The people want me to lead. They need me to, but...
What? Ethan, please. Tell me.
I wish Father were here.
We all do, but Father's gone. You are the lord of this house, which is why you must be strong. You're just as capable as Asher or Roderick ever were. I know it. I only wish you did too.
You've always given me good advice. Thank you.
Ich werde dich töten. Jo, tu wirklich, ist auch schon. So war ja.
Duncan.
Yes, my lord.
I have much to consider and face a difficult decision.
Perhaps I can help. Your father often sought my counsel.
As Lord, I must name a sentinel.
Of course. And if I may ask, who do you favor for the role? Perhaps I can share my insight. And talking can sometimes help you make a decision.
What do you think of Sir Royland? Do you trust him?
He's a fine warrior, my lord. But he's nowhere near ready to serve as sentinel. I do not trust him. He's likely to lose his temper and get us all killed. And at the worst possible time.
Thank you, Duncan. I appreciate your advice.
I'm at your service, my lord. Our provisions are rather low, my lord. I made the count again, just to be sure.
Has anything gone missing?
No, doesn't look that way. Seems Eric was the only one to resort to thievery. But I'm still worried about our stores. We couldn't withstand a siege, my lord. If the Boltons or the White Hills cut us off and wait us out, we'd only last a fortnight. But there are steps we can take. In the past, we've demanded food from the small folk to replenish our stores. We can do it again, if you'd like. We've done it before in desperate times. The last long winter, my family had to give all our pigs to the house.
No, there must be something else we can do.
I hope we find it soon. We won't have much room to maneuver if we don't have the option of holding fast. I can speak to the huntsmen and trappers. Perhaps they can do more. My lord.
Mehr Reichweite hast und Gegner auf Abstand halten kannst. Du jetzt zwar nicht so ein guter Kämpfer bist.
So wie der Garrett.
So wie der Garrett. Finde ich, dass das...
Aber er hat es hier mit vorher gesagt, dass er ein guter Kämpfer ist.
Yes, my lord.
I need to name a sentinel.
Ah, you do. And it's good you came to me. I know this house, and everyone here knows me. They know I can hold the reins, or wield the sword in equal measure. I'm the man you need. And might I remind you, it was Duncan Tuttle who sent Garrett to the war. He undermined your authority, and made you look weak to the White Hills. I would never do that to you. And if you pardon me saying so, I think your father would be proud. Seeing you make good choices as a young lord.
Duncan Tuttle is a good man.
Aye, a fine man. Wise he. But he has no business being a sentinel. He likes to talk. But now's the time for action. So, when will you declare your decision, my lord?
Tonight, at the small council meeting.
Very good. I trust your judgment, my lord.
Welcome. Du reitest nicht für dich, du fehlst.
Das heißt, du gehst jetzt morgen und willst die Entscheidung machen, oder? Ich möchte den Rat ein. Ich bin im Kreis herumgegangen und da gibt es gar nichts mehr. Nur eine runde Schermelle.
My lord, are you now ready to name your sentinel?
Yes, Maester. I'm ready.
Very well. I will convene the small council at once.
Was gegeben hat, wenn du jetzt gesehen hast.
Nichts von Basis.
Ja?
Sehr? Ja. Und andere sind dunkel. Der andere ist dunkel.
Was? Das ist der... Jetzt sagst du nachher. Ist leichter, glaube ich. Was ich tue. Generell...
Ja?
Ja.
Achso.
Also,
okay.
Ja. Aber wie damals halt nochmal.
You may sit.
I believe Lord Ethan has reached his decision.
Before I name my sentinel, I must tell you. Duncan, Royland, this house needs you both.
But you can only choose one, my lord.
Let him be on with it.
Yeah.
Many thought either of you would make a fine sentinel, but I have made my decision.
Da dafür vertippen.
Das ist dein Mama.
Hey, den kenn ich schon.
Duncan Tuttle, you will be my sentinel.
Tuttle! This is reckless. Lord Ethan has made his choice. I will not disappoint you, my lord.
Du hast da einmal gesagt, irgendwie, ich könnte dich nehmen oder so irgendwas.
Now, Sentinel, what do you have to report of Ramsay Snow?
Our scouts say he's only a day's ride from here, with no time to waste.
Who knows what he's capable of? We need to prepare for the worst.
We can handle Ramsay Snow. He doesn't scare me.
The Boltons need our people to harvest the ironwood. Even the bastard Ramsay must understand that.
He's not coming here to negotiate. We must answer with the sword.
That's bloody suicide. You gamble with the lives of everyone within these walls. Ignore Sir Royland. You named me Sentinel. I knew this would happen. He cannot be trusted.
This is the bloody small council.
Enough! Would my father have stood for this kind of bickering? Neither will I.
Bam!
Sir Royland is clearly able and ready to take up arms, but the rest of our soldiers are not. We need to take a cunning approach. Diplomacy can be a sharper instrument than a sword.
The Bolton sigil is a flayed man. Force is the only thing they understand.
Gentlemen, please. Thank the gods Mira has asked Lady Marjorie for her help. It's not too late for the Crown to intervene on our behalf, but we must have a plan if Mira's efforts are not successful. I trust Mira's judgment. I don't doubt she did everything within her power to help us.
Mother, what do you recommend we do?
We must give him whatever he wants and be done with it. It's too dangerous to do otherwise.
Why not make an offering for peace, my lord?
Yeah, the wisdom of the Citadel.
We can give the Boltons ironwood in exchange for their protection.
You must be mad. It's pure folly to just give away the only currency we have to bargain with.
Enough! My new Sentinel favours a certain approach, and I agree. I shall use diplomacy with Lord Snow. I would be foolish to pick a fight without negotiating first. I'll offer our allegiance, and try to reach a reasonable agreement.
If you aren't ready for a fight, you're bound to lose when one breaks out.
Ethan has made his opinion known, and you will respect his decision.
Forgive us, my lord. We are, of course, here to serve you, as we served your father.
Aye.
Well then, let's decide how we shall set the stage for Ramsay's arrival. Invite him into this hall, and meet him face to face, lord to lord.
Ramsay Snow is no lord. That's absurd. You meet him at the gate with as much force as we can muster.
Order.
Make him wait. Let him gaze upon Ironrath. And when he enters, he'll know it's only because you allowed it.
Lord Ethan?
I will meet him in the Great Hall.
A wise move, my lord.
It's careless. Can't you see Tuttle is steering you wrong?
That's enough, Royland. Lord Ethan has given his command.
How many years have I served this house? I cannot listen to that bloody idiot anymore. Forgive me, my lord, but you are not ready to be lord of this house. You're likely to get us all killed.
Sit down at once.
Good.
Struck.
Apologies, my son. But now that it is settled, we know what we must do. You will meet Ramsay Snow in the Great Hall, and we will not offer our ironwood.
And don't worry, Lord Ethan. I will stand beside you, where your sentinel belongs.
Then perhaps we should adjourn. We have to prepare the house.
Mist auf den Kopf gehabt. Vom Tor.
Bist deppert?
Das wäre das Richtige gewesen.
Bist
My
deppert?
lord, I have fought for this family for many years. Do not forget that.
Und du schau halt, was du...
Ja, ich du hast. Du weißt nicht, was ich da machen.
There will always be those who question your leadership, which is why you need allies you can rely on. Family. Mira has done everything she can in King's Landing, But there are others who can help us. What about your brother, Asher?
Malcolm told me. You want to bring him back?
He's a skilled fighter. But what's more, he has the will to fight. A hunger for it. He always protected you and your sister. And we need all the help we can get.
But won't he be Lord if he returns? Do you want him to take my place?
Of course not. He has no interest in such things. And that's not what I want either. Asher is volatile. But that is his strength too. Do you remember the miller's boy? How he tormented you? I wanted to intervene, but your father said Ethan must fight his own battles. But when Asher saw it, he didn't take a breath. He grabbed the miller's boy by the neck. That was his first instinct. Asher knocked out half the poor boy's teeth. Of course, your father was furious, but you were in danger and there was nothing else Asher needed to know. Asher does not hesitate. He acts, and we need that. You have many fine qualities, but you do not have that anger inside you. It's something we could use.
I'm not like that, but I don't need to be, do I?
No, but you need someone who is standing beside you. I'm trying to do what's best for this family. What this family needs. Ethan, let me send Malcolm to Essos.
Fine. Malcolm will go to Essos and bring Asher back.
Boah. Hätte ich mir nicht gedacht, dass das jetzt ist.
Thank you. I'm glad you will let me do this.
Das stimmt.
Know that you never stand alone. You are a Forrester. Mira stands with us, and she may be able to help us yet.
Asche, wer dazukommt.
Asche.
Der Asche. Ja, absolut richtig. Und ich weiß mittlerweile wieder, wer noch dazukommt. Aber das kann ich nicht sagen. Ja. Aber es ist geil. Oh.
Das ist der Schlüssel für den Keuschheitsgürtel.
Ich trau mich nicht nennen. Ne?
Wieso nicht? Niemand.
Ich bin Lady Marjorie's Gemächern.
Geh du nicht so.
Okay, ich kann eigentlich sonst nichts tun.
Du musst googeln.
Außer diesen Schlüssel auf.
Und schaust mir an der Wahl an. Du bist sogar das zweite Mal gefragt.
Das. Okay, jetzt habe ich es verkackt.
Entschieden ist entschieden.
Oh, ist geil.
Marjorie? Oh. Lady Marjorie is still with the king. I thought you'd want to know.
Nein, ich hätte es nicht nehmen sollen.
Mira,
nein, jetzt bleibt sie sitzen.
The other day when you asked Lady Marjorie for help, I only spoke out of fear for her. I want to help you if there's anything I can do. Your poor family. I can't imagine how you must feel.
You're sweet to offer, Sarah. Thank you.
Lady Marjorie is always saying how important friends and allies are in King's Landing. Just know, I will be here for you if you ever...
Uh-oh.
What happened? Something glücklich aus.
My lady, I'll leave you to talk.
Jetzt bleibt sie übrig.
Are you all right, my lady?
The king was not inclined to offer help for your family. I'll need this mended.
Gods.
He said I was too easily swayed. And he reminded me that I am not yet his wife. I allayed his fear. For now. But it will be a long time before I can ask him for anything again.
Okay.
Nothing I said could cheer him. He wouldn't even speak to me when I left him.
What can I do to make this better, my lady?
There's nothing you can do, Mira.
Please don't hold it against me. Ramsay Snow is on his way to Ironrath.
This is simply not how things are done, Mira. Not in King's Landing.
I'm sorry, my lady.
Soon I will be queen, and maybe then I'll be in a better position to help you. But for now, we must both be cautious.
I must send a raven. I have to warn my family. If you'll excuse me, my lady.
No, du bleibst jetzt da und du putzt mir jetzt die Schuhe. Weil ich es sage. Fuck, jedes Siegel mitnehmen soll. Das wollte sicher schwer auf mich zurück.
Milady.
Pisspot.
Begging your pardon, milady. I hope I didn't frighten you.
How long have you been waiting there?
Not long. I was just passing by when I saw you emerge from Lady Marjorie's room. I hope you saw. I was right before. About Lady Marjorie and Queen Cersei. I just want you to know, I can help you if you'd like. And your family, if you're willing to trust me. I hear all sorts of things. Things that could be useful for you.
How can you help me? My problems can't be solved by what you might overhear.
Which is why you must trust me, milady. You need allies. Hopefully I've proven I could be useful to you.
I'm sorry. I really must go.
Please don't despair. I know people who... People who'd be willing to help you.
I love you.
Come back to me.
Peace, bud. Der hat ihn auf den Arsch geschaut. Jetzt wirklich von oben draht. Game of Thrones, oder? Was ich so gehört habe.
Ich glaube, es kommt da. Garrett. Total.
Where's Sir Royland? He should be here. The man values pride more than honor. We'll do without him. And without King's Landing. I know you'd hoped Mira could help us, but I'm confident we've enough strength of our own. Your men stand ready to act if needed.
Our plan is a good one. It will work so long as everyone does their parts.
Sagst du ihm das, ihn zu überzeugen oder um dich selbst davon zu überzeugen?
Beides.
Isn't this a lovely pile of timber? Not the place I'd want to be if there was a fire.
Ironwood is near impervious to flame, my lord.
Is it?
May I introduce Lord Ramsay of House Bolton, son of Roose Bolton. Although a bastard, Lord Ramsay has the full authority of the Warden of the...
That's enough.
Ist ja gut in der
Ja, so stellt man mal vor, ne?
Who is this little boy? Is he lost?
May I offer you bread and salt, Lord Ramsay?
I loathe bread and salt.
Just as you know.
Aren't you the little lord? Lord Whitehall told me you were young, but this... Look at you.
Okay.
A token for the new Warden of the North.
Let me guess. Forrester Ironwood.
Carved by our most skilled craftsmen.
Ironwood. Doesn't look like much. Don't know what's so special about it.
Your father will appreciate it, I hope. Our ironwood is highly sought after.
My father is not so easily impressed. Not bad. Lord Whitehill, can your lot do this?
Given enough time, we could learn...
Given enough time, you could do a great many things. But not this, apparently.
Ha! Punkt, Jones.
Look at that. More Foresters.
Lord Ramsay?
Come out where I can see you.
We really must focus on the business at hand.
What is it you want, Lord Ramsay?
What do I want? Everything. Nothing. We'll see. First, let's see you bend the knee to my father, Lord Bolton, Warden of the North. Words are wind. Anyone can say they're loyal.
My lord.
Ha! That wasn't so hard now, was it? Here's the thing. I don't care about your loyalty. The Crown, however, wants what you've got. Whatever you've been supplying the Starks for centuries. Ships, shields, chamber pots. I expect you'll do the same for us. My father has promised as much to the king. You wouldn't want to make him a liar, would you? That wouldn't reflect well on me.
You needn't worry. Your father will have what he needs.
That's a good little lord.
You can't trust a Forrester. They murdered our men.
It was a Forrester squire who did it. One Whitehill soldier dead. One Bolton. Yet your man lived.
He was within his right. They killed his family.
His right? He killed a loyal soldier in my father's army. Then you welcomed me into your hall like a proper lord, hoping I wouldn't linger outside long enough to notice your pathetic little army. That sort of insolence from one of our loyal bannermen will not do. So I've come up with a solution that will benefit everyone. The Whitehills will be taking control of your Ironwood from this day forward.
What? What? The Ironwood? But...
That is our livelihood.
Then you'd better well find another fucking job.
You can't do that.
Why not? You know something the Whitehills don't? We are talking about trees. You grow them, you cut them down.
We have loyal craftsmen who make the finest weapons. The Whitehills have no such craftsmen. Do you want Ironwood for the next 5 years, or the next 50 generations?
The little lord does have a point. We'll try this. Lord Whitehill will take half of your Ironwood, and we'll see who fares better.
But my lord...
Half of something is better than the nothing you had before. To ensure there's no trouble, Lord Whitehill will install a garrison of 20 men within your walls.
At Ironrath? That we cannot abide. Ethan.
They'll help maintain the king's peace. And make sure there's no more trouble.
This will cause more trouble, not less.
Not for me. You have a man you trust?
My son, Griff.
Griff will lead the garrison.
You have no right. Whitehills have no place here.
Lads, do make this visit worthwhile.
Please, Duncan, don't.
Look at this, little Forrester. You're not frightened, are you?
Lord Ramsay, please.
And you? Are you Lord Ethan's older sister?
Lord.
Ah, twins. Well, like the Queen and her brother. Well, always wanted one.
We have more to discuss, Lord Snow.
I have an idea. You'll come with me. You can be my highborn ward.
Lord Ramsay, that's enough.
Do you like hunting?
Let her go.
She's quite pretty, your sister. We'd get along well.
My lord, if you want a hostage, take me.
I suppose you can stay. Aren't you the brave lord?
What have you done?
But I don't want a brave lord. Far too much trouble.
Ethan! Ethan!
Even though we did that.
Du hast verkackt.
I think we've got foresters need to keep their end of the bargain. Take the boy as your ward. Kill him if they give you any trouble. Lovely meeting all of you. We'll have to do it again sometime.
Somebody help him! Fetch the mace so quickly!
You brought this on yourself.
Mama!
Stop!
Don't let him take me!
Let it go!
Stop them!
Help me!
Stop it!
Let me
Bring
go!
them alive! Do something!
Ethan? My son.
Wo bin ich nicht? Hey. Warte noch, vielleicht kommt noch was, vielleicht muss ich...
Ich glaube, das war's, Bernd.
Einen...
Maden einlegen oder was in den Horse.
Episode 1.
Oh,
9. 2 Stunden.
Ethan sacrificed himself for us all. He saved Talia's life. He'll be remembered as Ethan the Brave.
Ha! This house needs a leader. Lord Ethan named me Sentinel. I will lead this house.
My sister asked you to swear loyalty to her son, and you flat out refused.
We can't let them hurt Ryan too. We have to stop them.
We do not stand alone. There are those who will fight for us. Those who hold House Forrester above all other loyalties. Those who will not stop until Ethan is avenged. Until Ryan is home again, our house will not fall. We will be ready.
Nothing comes without a cost, my lady. Are you prepared for what might happen?
Wie soll ich auch? Also zu der Kontext fällt. Du hast...
Du und 34 hat einfach so am Boden zurückgelassen.
Also, nicht so viele.
Ungust. Oh, 37,6.
Du und wir haben Michael
okay. Du bist der Bingo-Pferd.
Du und 30.
Kaum einer war wirklich so krank, dass er den Scheiß macht.
50% am Rest in der großen Halle getroffen.
Immer in der großen Halle damals drauf.
Ich bereue, dass sie den Boden zurückgelassen haben, muss ich echt sagen. Ich bereue es überhaupt nicht.
Ich glaube, der wäre trotzdem gestorben. Ich kann mich nicht mehr erinnern, was ich gemacht habe.
Ja.
Geil.
Nein, weil bei mir hat der Ethan sich überlebt. Aber ich weiß nicht, ob das noch dafür die Schwester mitgekommen ist, das weiß ich nicht mehr. Nein,
bei mir war, letzten Endes ist es bei mir genau gleich ausgegangen. Also Boom hat er mitgenommen.
16% um die Finger abgeguckt.
Oh.
Und ich finde, genau das ist die damalige Entscheidung gewesen für einen Dieb.
Aber er ist nicht nur Dieb, er ist ein Deserteur. Du hast den Dieb schon höher bestraft als die Desertation.
Ja.
Und für eine Desertation, also für
die Mauer eigentlich.
Also steht der Tod. Oder eben
also
die Mauer
Tod war zur Auswahl. Der Tod
ist
das naheliegendste.
Das ist genau. Aber ist ja in Game of Thrones generell, dass
du... du hast recht, weil Familie und er hat sich auf die Familie konzentriert.
Das stimmt.
Ja,
das stimmt.
Ja,
das war sehr human. Ja. Andererseits ist was der jetzt mit 3 Fingern weniger leistet und seine Familie.
Habe ich mir auch dran gedacht, ja. Absolut richtig. Ja, spannend. Aber das soll mal nur so ein bisschen ein Exempel von den anderen sein, wo es einer passieren könnte. Und 3 Finger zu verlieren ist doch ein Grund, dass ich
das... Ja, also überlegst du es dir. Das ist natürlich.
Eher noch, als wenn ich zur Mauer geschickt werde.
Ja, weiß nicht. Ja, vielleicht, also abschreckend ist sicher das eher, ja, das stimmt schon.
Aber das bin ich oder halt? Ich weiß nicht.
Ja, wie wolltest du denn? Sollen wir die nächste Episode starten? Oder sollen wir zum Beispiel sonst da quasi einen Cut machen? Zum Beispiel eine Runde Eishockey oder so spielen, wenn du Lust habt. Und einfach das nächste Mal dann nächste Episode spielen.
Ja, geht. Wie du magst.
Mir ist es gleich, wie ihr Lust habt.
Ja, ich würde auch sagen, dass wir doch für heute...
Ja, passt.
Das ist weil dann
spielen wir einfach das nächste Mal zum Beispiel. Wir sollen nur den Stream abbrechen und nachher neu starten. Weil dann kann ich das dementsprechend auf YouTube in die einzelnen Kanäle stellen.